Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who we've seen a couple of times before as a featured channel, and they are the latest addition many months ago now into our moderator squad. This is the Stock Explorer, and this is Nora. This is a creator who wants to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that through shorts, videos, and live streams, bringing us everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options and NFTs when we talk about crypto. So there's a lot of friendly conversation on the channel. There's also charts and graphs for us to see in some of the live streams. They often have StreamYard panelists, and as a matter of fact, in about 2.5 hours after Superchat today, I'm going to join them on their channel for my first interview in a little while again. Crocheting with Leanne is coming in with a membership again as a renewal, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. As a silver member, we will see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And recently I was actually interviewed by Crocheting with Leanne a few months ago, and then a few weeks ago, almost a month ago now, was with Have Cheetah Will View, and I had looked forward to doing a lot more of these. It's been a long 2 weeks, so thank you everybody for the kind messages. I know a lot of people have reached out over the last couple of weeks. The saddest part about it all is I didn't actually feel sick while I had a cold and a sinus infection and whatever else was going on. And just at the moment that I thought things would be fine, I woke up and found that my voice was just a disaster again for a second week in a row. So I've been doing as much as I can to alternate hot and cold drinks. Kristen literally just walked in with a coffee to go along with my usual horrible stuff that I don't want to tell Michael's adventures about. And I've been doing what I can, but so I'm back to 100%. For the most part, I really wasn't actually even sick. It's just that my voice wasn't there, and those of you who've been here for a long period of time know that after 10 hours of streaming a week, that's about as much as my voice can usually take. You know that I talk endlessly for 2.5 hours every time we're here, but we're happy to be back. So like I said, it's been a long 2 weeks, and I really do appreciate all the kind messages. Thank you everybody for being here. I've got a few names on the wheel to get us started for today, and then I'll add some more as time goes on. So thank you again. Chef Savory Bliss is actually Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC, and she has changed her channel name. As you can see, she's been a member for almost 2 years and been with us for longer than that as well. Lexo Motorsports, thanks for the highlighted milestone message. And then I noticed that Crocheting with Leanne dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. We'll make that channel the first one that we look at before we start spinning the wheel. I've got a lot more names to add to the wheel right now. And then as well, Wolf Spirit Productions is coming in with another super chat to knock out our stream boss. They actually just missed it barely because Lexo Motorsports took that over with their highlighted milestone message. It's interesting to notice that all super chats and memberships knock the life out of the stream boss a little bit at a time, and the last person to knock it out gets a little bit of extra exposure for a while, as we have seen. So that's the video game life meter under my camera right there. It's interesting to notice as well that highlighted milestone messages that are a free bonus for paid members on any channel where they are enabled also affect the stream boss, and that is just a widget that comes along with Streamlabs desktop, which is what I use to stream here. Don Ray B is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Of course, two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube are Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA. They're both at the top of the wheel today as beloved and dedicated moderators. I've moved Wolf Spirit Productions now because they dropped that super chat, so we'll put their channel up right after Crocheting with Leanne. I noticed that Emotion is also in the house. They are here as a moderator and a gold member, which means we see their channel every single day at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream during the slides that run, and then their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Same for Will Spare Productions. Gabriella Smarandaki, thank you for coming back in, and thank you for reaching out. I did get your comment, and we've been off for 2 weeks. We usually never take any time off unless we absolutely have to, but my voice was just under the weather. It wasn't really so much being sick as just my voice wasn't well at all. And we're back in action now, and happy to be so. So we're gonna put it to the test today with about 4.5 hours of live streaming. I don't know what the Stock Explorer exactly has in mind, but we've known each other a long time and had many conversations. So my expectation is that my interview after Tuber Chat today will turn more into a friendly conversation, as these things usually do. And I don't know how much time to expect, so we'll probably max it out at 2 hours, but it could be anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, I'm sure. So I've got Gabriella Smarandaki on the wheel with Don Ray B, Hyper Blitz, and Lexo Motorsports was already on there with the Bud Files, and Unstable TV, who now has 2 channels and is doing well on their Shorts channel as well. Home Bartending with John and Hall A. Rita were both early in the door. And then I'll get some more names onto the wheel as we need them. I see Big Guinea Pig Love is in the house. And again, we're looking at the Stock Explorers channel right now. They've got a second channel that I'm going to show you called Tropical Buzz. And they've moved it from the bottom of the page here, but I'll put it up right now. And this is a channel where the same creator behind the Stock Explorer, which is Nora, seeks to bring us education on different types of plant life, some which is already in existence and some they're going to grow for us. They happen to be in Florida, so they'll be able to grow different things year-round. I know they've already gotten involved in seed swaps and challenges, which is going to be fun to see. Little Ridge Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's see who else we've got with us. I see Woman Outdoors coming in. I was happy to catch her on a premiere. She did a fantastic job of editing on that. I was really happy to have been able to hang out for that. You know, sometimes I have to be honest, I run a lot more videos than I watch, even when they're live streams and premieres. But when I'm able to actually like sit and watch and hang out in the chat and participate, I have a good time. But Woman Outdoors has been a good friend for a long time. I kept on saying for the longest time they're a few hours away from me. I didn't realize it's actually in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is not too far at all. I can't remember for the life of me if I ever actually stopped and did any work in Erie. But I've been through there many times. So, not too far. Almost a neighbor. I just happen to be on the Canadian side of the border in Niagara Falls. Your girl Lala's in the house. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are here as well, collecting coins with Gianna. It's good to see you. Gaming with Steven is in the house. That's a second channel from Fruit Machines with Steven from Scotland. And then Littlefoot Ranch. It might be here for the first time. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but it's good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I also see M&T Living and Cooking. It's good to have you here. Patty Southern Kitchen and More is in the house, and Sean the Great Gamer is a longtime friend. Side Gig Crafts, it's good to see you back as well. The Paranormal Polynesian Travel, it's been a while, but it's great to have you here. Zena the Sassy Crafter, I'm always happy to see you. And I did actually see a video of you. I mentioned it last week when you were here, but I said I had not seen you sing, and then I watched a video of you singing on your channel. Moroccan in America, good to see you in the house again. And I noticed that the 3D Printing Ham is here. He's actually got 2 channels, the Gaming Ham and the 3D printing ham, but they happen to be a member. We'll put them on the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house as well. April Showers, thank you for coming in. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I have to be honest, I have missed everything that's been going on in the chat up until this moment. I'll just ask for your forgiveness. I'll show you the reason why. When I'm reading the chat, I'm actually looking at a second window, and it's right here. You can see that I scroll up and down the chat. But if you want to see who's active in the chat right now, you can just hit these three dots if you happen to be on a computer and hit your participant list. And this is where we do our somewhat roll call and start talking about all the different channels that have come through the chat. I see Cali King 916 is here as well. Let me get them onto our wheel. And that's a creator who does a lot of live streaming in Sacramento, California. It's Our Abundant Life. Thank you so much for the extra generosity, coming in blazing as they usually do. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, we were off for 2 weeks. We usually never do that. I think it's the first time in the history of Tuber Chat that I've had to do that. But happy to be back. So we're here for another well over 2 hours right now. And tomorrow's a decent day as well, because we'll have a second edition of Tuber Chat, and then we've got premieres from both Kristen Welton and Michael's Adventures. And then we have some news as well. Hopefully Lori's Tech Time will make it in today. But Lori's Tech Time is officially monetized, and they will be setting up a monetization celebration likely for next weekend, and we will be happy to go over there and celebrate with them. John H. Shelton, thank you so much, my dear friend from the UK, for another super chat. He's done that many times before. He is working on only one of the 2 channels now. He had 2. He's decided to run with one. But thank you for that. We'll be looking at it soon. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. So with that being said, let's get to Crocheting with Leanne. She dropped a super chat right as we were starting, and she's been a dear friend for a long time. She also happens to be a member. And Crocheting with Leanne does a lot more than crochet on her channel. When she does, she gets into everything from scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and Graphgans, but she also does a lot of other live streaming. There are Happy Mail videos on her channel, and she's done interviews with a lot of creators. I think she just interviewed the Stock Explorer. And then hopefully that will pop up. Was it right here? Where is your one? Here it is, with Nora the Stock Explorer from yesterday. So she's posting all the time and doing a lot of interviews. I'm just going to take a video here and put this in my catch-up list so that I can keep caught up with Crocheting with Leanne, even though I did catch that live stream. Baron, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. I've got Baron on the wheel, I think, or did I not get it on yet? Forgive me. Baron's on the wheel. They've been a member for a while. Baron does a lot of shout-out videos. Cruising is fun anytime. Good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Sean the Great Gamer's already got 6 members. That's fantastic, and hopefully that continues for you. MLY Bird Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for not knowing, but let me know if that stands for something. If I didn't already ask you, I might have already asked you, and I don't mean to do that. But so I can promote the channel properly. If there's a different way that you want me to mention that. And yes, home bartending with John. I'm sure of everybody, Kristen's got to be the most happy that my voice is back, because she gets to hear about YouTube not just for 2.5 hours a day when we do Tuber Chat, but for hours before we start, for hours after it finishes, and when the voice doesn't work, the text is going, and but we're happy, yes, to be back in action. So we'll look after it a little bit better and hopefully not have that trouble again. Shanster Travels, good to see you here as well. You might be here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Baron, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel right up after John H. Shelton. And Crocheting with Leanne, thank you again, first of all, for your extra generosity. She has been a dear friend for a long time. And like I said, I did an interview with her not too long ago. If anybody wants to head to Crocheting with Leanne's channel, and after you connect with her, you can hit the search over here. And if you search for Tuber Chat or the Stock Explorer, you'll find these interviews that she's recently done. I know the Bullock Experience was recently interviewed by her right before I did mine with her as well, which is cool. Woman Outdoors, I've got you on the wheel. Just double checking that. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. I'm going to get Wolfsbear Productions ready to go up on the screen now, because they also dropped another super chat. They've done that countless times before. And in the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Wolfsbear Productions has been a dear friend for a long time, and April and her husband are truck drivers, and what they do is bring us all over North America. Now, it's really not a channel that's focused on the truck driving itself. They bring us ride-along live streams, usually in a multicam setup. Jester, our furry friend up here, has a can of his own in the back of the truck, which is interesting also. But Wolfsbear Productions brings a lot of variety. So first of all, they take us to a lot of destinations, and then as well, they do a lot of other activities on their channel, like diamond painting, dumpster diving. They collaborate with others when they can. They do taste test challenges, and now Lego speed builds, which is interesting as well. The Gaming Ham, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I will get your channel up on the screen right after Baron. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I got Dutchfly61 on the wheel now. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is rolling in. Another moderator and member from the UK. And he had a premiere that he was going to put up, and that's at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, I believe. So that, I'm guessing, is 5 p.m. our time, or sorry, am I thinking 2 p.m. here? Our time. I could be mistaken, but Sam, you can clarify if you want. He's got a premiere coming up today. Khalid Delicious Food, my dear friend, good to see you here as well. Khalid Delicious Food always has wonderful things to say in the chat. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Wolfsbear Productions. They are here as a gold member as well, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we likely have seen or will very soon. So thank you one more time, Wolfsbear Productions, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. And like I said, they've done that countless times before. For the same reason, we're going to look at It's Our Abundant Life now. If anybody, by the way, has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Wellness with Tammy, good to see you here. And Jen Hines is also in the house. She's got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those eventually as well, I'm sure. And then thank you, Little Ridge Farm, for the kind words. You know, I continue to be amazed by that channel. For those of you who haven't already heard me talk about Little Ridge Farm, you've likely seen them. I think they were on Life with Belinda and Chuck the other day, and I know that Mark from Little Ridge Farm has been doing a few different interviews or hopping on StreamYard panels and things like that. But Little Ridge Farm is an interesting channel. They come to us from the homesteading community of channels, but their house burned down. And you have to pardon me. I choke up way too easily. I always have. But I hope you'll go and visit their channel. This is somebody who continues to go out and support others, And literally, I caught them the other day saying, you know, things are worse for a lot of other people than they are for them. And I am just literally amazed. As I'm sure you will be too. So that's Little Ridge Farm, and I hope you'll visit them. John, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. JJ Little Show. This is an old account, but they've grabbed a membership, so I really do appreciate that. Because of that, I've got your name on the wheel. So what I'm assuming then is that you would like JJ Little Show to be the channel that I show when your name comes up. But please correct me if I'm wrong about that. And I've got JJ Little Show on the wheel for now. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and a moderator. She's got a premiere coming up tomorrow after Tuber Chat. I've got her on the wheel now. And Holly Rita, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. As well, I see that Nova Real Show is in the house. Good to see you here. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. So another channel that comes to us from the homesteading community of channels is It's Our Abundant Life. And they have been just unbelievably generous as a supporter here in Tuber Chat for a long time. Not only are they a member, but they have dropped another generous super chat on us today. They've done that countless times before. Now, I grouped them with the homesteading community of channels because we get both a lot of outdoor and indoor how-to kind of videos. There's a lot of family togetherness on this channel, but we get everything from horseback riding to now construction, and then indoors you'll get a lot of homesteading activities from the kitchen, as you can see from some of the thumbnails on their front page. I'm just grabbing their latest video, putting that in my catch-up list so I don't fall behind, and we'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about right now. Oh, okay, so you would rather I bring up the John channel. Okay, I will absolutely do that. I will try to bring them both up when it's time to do that. And again, wow, we really are flying today, so hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Fifi's Journey just came in as well, so thank you for being here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to It's Our Abundant Life. And next up is going to be John H. Shelton for the same reason. He dropped another super chat on us. He's done that countless times before, so thank you again to all of our super chatters for today. I really do appreciate this extra generous support. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and we will get to spinning the wheel shortly. And after a period of time, it takes a while nowadays on Tuber Chat, but after a little while, we'll get some names onto the wheel from our chat list as well. Fallen Arkansas veterans, good to see you here. And John H. Shelton is a longtime friend from the UK. He was running 2 channels for a while, but he's decided to keep it to 1. So you'll find him here at Mr. Shelton TV. He's got over 1,000 subscribers now. It's not a surprise. This creator seems to be more of a filmmaker than anything else. He brings us all kinds of different artistic talents, from song to poetry to stories to short films to skits, and happens to be an incredibly dedicated Godzilla fan. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to John H. Shelton. He's been known to do many shout-out videos as well, and is getting into some live streaming on this channel as well as some shorts. So I've just grabbed another video to keep caught up with, and I see he's got a premiere. I'm putting my notification on for that. What I've been recommending for a long time is for everybody to put notifications on for everything that they see. That includes premieres and live streams, because of the engagement signal that's sent into the YouTube algorithm of interest when that happens. Xena the Sassy Crafter, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. I see you changed your thumbnail, your avatar as well. I'm going to put your channel up onto the screen right after the Gaming Ham for that reason. And Baron, thank you again, and the Gaming Ham both for your super chats. Your channels are coming up. The 3D Printing Ham is a second channel from the Gaming Ham, so we'll look at that as well. And thank you for another super chat. There's Jamie Hart, who happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel also. And The Pipe Guy, good to see you in the house again. Dirt Road Destiny Homestead, good to have you here as well. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is loving the notifications. when they work, yeah, it's interesting to get so many. Because Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has been following a lot of channels for a long time. He's an incredible supporter, and like I said, a member and a moderator here in Tuber Chat. You can see how long he's been with me because of the badge that's there, but it's getting beyond, I believe, 2.5 years now. So Baron is up here as well, and this is a creator who brings us a lot of shout-out videos, usually for public figures and celebrities and things like that. He's also done a shout-out video for Tuber Chat, and this creator posts usually many times a day. So lots of content on the channel, including live streams and shorts, and 562 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push Baron a little bit farther towards the 600 that he's thinking about. And then as well, Fifi's Journey and Holly Rita both just dropped super chats on us, so thank you for that. Holly Rita happens to be a member. I'll put them right after Xena the Sassy Crafter, and then Fifi's Journey, you're going to be up right after Holly Rita. Thank you both for that extra generous support. Right now, for the same reason, we're looking at the Gaming Ham, and this is a longtime friend as well. And they've got 2 channels, so it's an interesting story here because this creator is an advocate for the ham radio community, and they bring us a lot of video gameplay on the channel, so hence the name The Gaming Ham. But after a little while, they started experimenting with some 3D printing content as well, and now have broken into a second channel where they're bringing us more 3D printing, and that is on the 3D Printing Ham. So I hope you'll join this creator on both of their channels. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family, and they have been for a long time. We'd love to get the 3D Printing Ham channel going. They've got 14 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them on the road towards their first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So next up, Xena the Sassy Crafter, and thank you again, the Gaming Ham, for another super chat. They've done that countless times. Xena the Sassy Crafter is up here right now. I see that new avatar. I'm hoping you get a banner up at some point as well. This is the video I was talking about here. The red line goes back if you go back and start watching, like if you don't let it end and go back or something like that. I didn't give you a thumbs up while I was watching it either. Xena the Sassy Crafter's been a friend for a long time. I've seen them on many other channels, supporting a lot of other creators. I believe we've actually gained a few friends from Xena the Sassy Crafter who've been with us for a long time now as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. 558 subscribers. And I'm just going to grab your latest video. And this says acoustic. Is this another song? I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist that I use as a tool so I can keep caught up with creators. And I'll look forward to that, and hopefully we can push her towards the 600 she's thinking about. Holly Rita is coming up right now. If anybody has the ability in the meantime to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then we're looking at Holly Rita right now, and this is a channel that was recently set to be featured on Tuber Chat. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that we see within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And that is literally so that you have the chance to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. And then, yeah, hopefully you'll be able to pick it back up, the 3D Printing Ham, but we'll be looking forward to it. And then I see, okay, so John is going to change the name to JJ Little Show. Okay, I'll make sure that we get to it when it comes up on the wheel, for sure. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Today's featured channel, of course, is the Stock Explorer, and I'll be joining them afterwards for an interview on their channel. Fifi's Journey, were we not already connected? Or am I mistaken? If I go through their videos, maybe I'm mistaken. We've seen each other many times, but this is the first time you're on the chat on the screen here in Tuber Chat. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are here usually 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators around the world in different time zones. From the other side of the fence, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I see Charlene Heel coming in as well, and because of that super chat, we're actually going to look at From the Other Side of the Fence next. I had already spun the wheel, so we've got Kristen Welton up here right now. From the Other Side of the Fence, I wonder if you might be waiting behind the 20-minute time limit before chatting. So I do appreciate your patience. If that's the case, it helps us cut down on things like trolling and spam and things like that. As well, if anybody gets messages knocked out of the chat by Nightbot, I turned it on today to try to cut down on some of the copying and pasting that we know that goes on a little bit, and it looks like it's going to hit people for emojis as well. So as long as we keep our emojis to 2 or 3, we should be fine. And I'm sure that From the Other Side of the Fence will be in the chat with us shortly. Thank you for the share, Don Ray B. Thank you, everybody, for the shares. And forgive me for all that I'm missing in the chat. We're really flying today. So the channel that we're looking at right now is Kristen Welton. This is my love, of course. She's here as a member and a moderator. And she's been so, since the beginning of Tuber Chat. You can see that from episode number 1, of course. But Kristen Welton has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. She actually has a new premiere coming up tomorrow. We'll run that right after Tuber Chat and right before Michael's Adventures. I see another couple of channels coming in. Charlene Heel's been added to the wheel. Hilda DC is from our moderator squad as well. She's on the wheel. And then as well, I see that FR Humphrey is in the house also, so I've got them on the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Bose Pixel is a longtime friend. Good to see you here. Mrs. M. Gaving Novice, good to see you in the house as well. I wonder if that's a channel that we already know with a slight name change. So forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but it's good to see you in the house. Kristen Welton is well over 1,700 subscribers. I didn't even realize that the last couple of times we've had this channel up, she's been growing. And a lot of that has to do with the short. She's really putting a lot of thought into how to get her shorts moving. When you look at some of these, you'll see that she's hit, if I hit the popular tab here, 19,000, 21,000, 28,000, right? So doing very well. But she also has extreme consistency. So when we talk about consistency, I saw a good thing. I wish I remember where I saw it yesterday or the day before. And they were talking about consistency, but they were saying that consistency doesn't necessarily mean constant. So it's not the worst thing in the world if you need to take a break or, life gets in the way. We try to plan for that. One of the things you can do is get a few videos ready so that, God forbid, you do have to take 2 weeks off or something like that. You've got content to keep the channel active. What I have found on the many channels that I've run, not just my own, is that every time we take a week off, it takes a month to get the momentum back. Now, Kristen Welton typically post twice a week. She's expecting to keep that activity up starting again right now, and that's on usually Tuesdays and Saturdays. She's moved her premiere this week to Sunday so we can raid in for tomorrow. And then hopefully we can push her towards the 1,800 subscribers she's thinking about. So she's got another premiere today that will come up at some point after the Stock Explorers interview with myself. And oh, I'm mistaken. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. She has a premiere for tomorrow, and she has one set up for Tuesday. I'm not watching what I'm saying here. And then what you'll notice on the channel is that she puts a lot of effort into the idea of presentation here. So a consistent look throughout all of her thumbnails with those bright, bold headshots will likely do well in branding and recognition for this creator. She actually did not bad on this last video too, a few days ago, with almost 400 views already. And she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. So the next channel that we're going to look at is brand new in Tuber Chat today, and this is from the other side of the fence. So we're looking at them for the first time. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that as well. I'm not sure if they can get into the chat right this second or not, but it'll likely only be a few more minutes. If not, we always have that 20-minute time limit on for brand new channels, right? But they did come in blazing with a super chat, and I do appreciate that. And thank you, everybody in the chat. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours every time we stream, or every day for that matter. But I do appreciate every moment. Now, from the other side of the fence is brand new, so it's going to be interesting to learn about this channel. And again, like I said before, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is dig through your videos here. Most of these are quite short, so I'm going to take the longest one that I can find. And I see a 2:16 here. Here, I see a 4-minute one. So I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put it in my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on here as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I know I'm missing a few things in the chat. Unique Speaks, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And one of the things that we always want to think about is the idea of self-promoting in the chat. Our moderators will knock out any messages that are self-promoting because we want to put a lot of focus on the idea of doing for others here in the chat, much more than for ourselves. We live wholeheartedly by the golden rule, of course, but I promise you now with a few years of experience, I can tell you that the channels that I see that live most often by the idea of generosity that we expect on YouTube are the ones that seem to have that coming back to them, and it's usually 10 times over. But you'll hear examples of that in the stories that I tell through the chat as well. Yeah, actually, Zena the Sassy Crafter is saying it's Wawa coffee time. I know that the Stock Explorer will agree with that. In Canada, we don't have Wawa, so we have our favorite Tim Hortons, which is seconded only by probably Starbucks maybe here. But Kristen got this for me while she was out. And pardon me. And so, Big Guinea Pig Love is up here right now. We have Nugget, Coco, Butter, and Poe are our furry friends here on this channel. I actually just put this video, I think, to share out on Tuber Chat. I try to share 5 to 8 times a day, and we set all of our community posts in advance. If anybody doesn't know how to schedule a community post either on the phone or on the computer, at some point I can show everybody later in a stream if you would like to see. But it's very easy to do, and it lets you kind of set a lot of things out you know, so that if you can't be active for several hours or days, you know, you've got activity going on the channel. Pardon me just for a second, I'll be right back. Woman Outdoors, thank you for that. She's sending in another super chat for another Tim Hortons, so thank you for that. That will definitely come in handy for tomorrow. And she's done that countless times as well. So we'll look at Woman Outdoors next. Big Guinea Pig Love is a channel that I found interesting because, first of all, I think a lot of people are going to be happy to have such a cute, fun channel in their collection. You know, there's enough positivity on YouTube, but of course we all know there's a little bit of negativity out there. So when you have Big Guinea Pig Love in your channel collection and your subscriptions, you'll have something you know you can go to for a quick pick-me-up. But Big Guinea Pig Love was instantly out supporting other creators like crazy. I see them almost every day when I'm out doing the same thing in premieres and live streams. I often run into them supporting other creators, and I'm always happy to see that as well. No, the monster was for breakfast, the Stock Explorer. That happens before any other thing in the day. The Fix-It Lady is here. I'm going to get you onto our wheel as well. They happen to be a member. And members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then we'll get some more names onto the wheel when we need them in a little while. So Woman Outdoors is coming up right now because I already spun the wheel. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And when we look at Woman Outdoors, I was lucky I actually caught this premiere yesterday. And it's, you know, some of the things that I see on channels, it's been many weeks, many months, and for a couple of, you know, for many creators, even years now. And it's interesting when sometimes I sit and watch a video or hang out like I did yesterday in this premiere, that I see some of the things that I didn't catch before, or possible improvements in production quality as creators grow along their YouTube journey, right? So Woman Outdoors did a fantastic job with this premiere yesterday, and it's just a outdoor camping adventure, but she does this all the time in northern Pennsylvania, so she's able to show us all 4 seasons on her channel. We get to see the extreme heat, the extreme cold, the sun, the rain, the snow, and everything that comes along with that. But she often takes us to interesting places, usually for camping, but as well for other reviews, cooking, bushcraft activities, fishing, and other outdoor ideas. But Woman Outdoors has been an incredible supporter for a long, long time. Obviously a generous supporter as well. Definitely loyal and dedicated, to say the least. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And Panama City, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's Lee, and she will help people connect in a similar way to what we do here in Tuber Chat. And thank you, Woman Outdoors, for another super chat. I will get another Tim Hortons tomorrow. I'm hoping at some point in my life to switch to coffee and get off of the Monsters, but it's a slow process. I've been drinking hot chocolate every day lately, and it's been just glorious. So JJ's Little Show, I'm just going to see if I can find this channel easily. There it is, John. So this is the channel. I'm going to put this handle into the chat because this creator's right in the middle of changing their channel name, and it can make it difficult to find channels for about 2 weeks every time a name is changed. So the more we search, find, and click on them, the more they'll rise up the search results. Susan A., good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I wonder if From the Other Side of the Fence is still here. Oh, there's the Bullock Experience. I was just talking about that channel because the Bullock Experience was interviewed by Crocheting with Leanne literally the day before, a couple days before me, on her channel. The Bullock Experience happens to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. And this is JJ Little Show, also known as John. So they're going through a couple name changes right now, but they'll likely settle soon. Let me just get through their videos here. So most of their stuff is quite short, but I'm going to take another video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I just want to get a bit of a longer one from you so that I can get a few watch minutes in there and really solidify the connection. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've already got over 600 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther on their road towards the 700 we know they're going to be thinking about. So we'll spin the wheel. Oh, there you are. Yes, from the other side of the fence. Thank you for that. I know it can be probably frustrating, if not fun, to wait out that 20 minutes, but I promise you it really does help with a few different things. One of the things that we think about here in the Tuber Chat idea is that some people are finding growth streams for the first time. Some people call them support streams, but they've been long time known as growth streams. And that's live streams like this where you're able to meet more creators for the purpose of connecting. There are a lot of them out there. There are a lot of good ones. I have some friends that run different ones as well. But the 20-minute time limit cuts down on trolling and spamming, first of all, but it also gives people a chance to see what we're doing before engaging, and that is really helpful because it might be interesting for everybody to know here that probably half of the creators who ever click on a Tuber Chat thumbnail for the first time actually leave. They don't come in because they either don't like what they see, or they don't understand, or they don't like it at all, or they don't like me, or whatever it is, right? And but it's interesting because the quality of engagement that we get here in the chat, especially ever since being able to turn that on, has just been incredible, right? I'm sure everybody will agree if they've been here for any amount of time. To be Irish Live, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Hyper Blitz is up here right now. This creator was bringing us a lot of video gameplay, but they actually expanded their content recently into some live streams, and they've got a lot of other fun stuff here. I'm just going to grab, they hit the funniest kid on Fortnite. I'm going to grab this illegal experiments in VR video and put that in my catch-up list. That will give me something to catch up with. And Hyper Blitz is now at 124 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards their 200. We know they're going to be thinking about that. I'm going to spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Lexo Motorsports has been a friend for a long time, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member. Of course, they were on the wheel. And when we look at their channel, we see a lot of what they call motorsports here. A lot of what I'm assuming is drag racing. Now, forgive me if I'm getting the name of it wrong, just because I'm not nearly as versed in these sports as this creator and this channel. But a lot of these races, which is interesting, right? These all-out, call-out videos that they've got. Now, they got a brand new video here from 6 days ago. I'm just going to take this and put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them, and they're getting close to 400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. This is another channel that's been featured on Tuber Chat, and today's featured channel, of course, is the Stock Explorer. I'll be joining them in about an hour and a half on their channel for an interview again, which will likely turn into a friendly conversation, but we will have the opportunity for everybody to ask questions in the chat too. If there's something you think that we can help with, whether it's the Stock Explorer or myself. The Fix-It Lady's coming up on the screen right now, and I noticed the Cruising Scene is in the house. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Fix-It Lady is always fixing, repairing, or creating something on their channel. They do that with both shorts and videos. and they're posting frequently. They've got a premiere coming up in a few days, but I'm going to take one of the latest videos that they've got here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with them and make sure I don't fall too far behind. They're officially on the road to 1K with 924 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther right now. And then RX Nails, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Philip Lemon, good to have you here as well. Dawn Ray B is gifting 5 memberships again. She's done that before. My dear goodness, what an incredibly generous thing to have done. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, Philip Lemon, Growing What I Eat, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning have all gained from those memberships, so thank you for that. Mike's Computer Tips, good to see you in the house. I'm going to put Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs onto the wheel because I know that they're here. And Philip Lemon just came in as well, so they're gonna get onto the wheel. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but thank you so much, Dawn Ray B, for those gifted memberships. I really do appreciate that. That's an incredibly generous thing to have done. They've done that several times before, actually. And I have mentioned before that what I'm doing now with those gifted memberships is treating them kind of the same way that we do with Super Chats. So Dawn Ray B will be the next channel that we look at because of that extremely generous gesture. Desi Chronicles, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And again, we're looking at the Fix It Lady, so another featured channel from Superchat. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Dawn Ray B's coming up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then what we're looking at right now is Dawn Ray B. Now, this is a creator that's got an interesting story behind their channel. They come to us from the homesteading community of channels. They, about a year ago, moved to 4 acres, and they have been bringing their homesteading journey along, or bringing us along on their homesteading journey with their channel and their content. The idea behind this channel and why I say it's unique is because you see in the banner they've got this motivating message. Each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. This is what Dawn Ray B is doing for herself right now, and trying to encourage other people to understand that you can literally make your dreams come true. Now, it's up to you to do it, but you can do it, and Dawn Ray B is showing us, so we get to live vicariously through what she's doing on her channel. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos, by the way, so I make sure I don't fall too far behind here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy this. So you've got shorts as well as videos on the channel, and then some featured channels at the bottom of the page here as well. And almost 400 subscribers. She's likely going to have that any second now. The Educated Natural, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I noticed that Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is with us also. Thank you for coming in. Lottie Explores UK is a longtime friend also. Thank you, Susan A. And then Lori's Tech Time is fully monetized now, so we're very excited. I'm really happy to be able to talk about that. And I'm hoping that Lori's Tech Time will set up a monetization celebration next weekend so that we can raid in from Superchat. But we'll keep in touch with her and see what she's going to do. Lori's Tech Time's been a dear friend for a very long time. She's doing really well on Instagram as well. So, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right this second, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we're going to go for 3 minutes. We'll come back, and then we're going to look at Scratch and Pete PA. All right, we're back, and I'm behind, but we're going to get Scratch and PPA's channel up onto the screen right away. And if you're here for the first time, then you're going to hear me say a lot of nice things about Scratch and PPA. This is a creator who continues to amaze me with the generosity that he gives not only to myself, us here in Superchat, and everybody that I see him supporting outside as well. Mona Did What? Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mona Did What? Happens to be a member, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away as well. Now, Scratch and PPA is an interesting creator because they've been with Superchat for a little while before starting to make videos and put out what we call now the Scratch Challenge series of videos. Scratch and PPA has joined the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels, and what he does is bring a unique twist on lottery ticket scratching. So he pits two lottery scratch tickets against each other, and you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. 12 Stones Ranch, good to see you here, and Free Hanley Made AU, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody joining us just in the last few minutes, in another hour and a half, we're going to go and raid our featured channel for today, which is the Stock Explorer. I'm going to join them for an interview on their channel, the first one I've done in the last month or so. So we'll be looking forward to that. Now, Scratch and PPA is interesting as well because when we talk about fast-paced chats, I know that we're going pretty quick right now, but on a lot of different channels, you'll see fast-paced chats that move even faster than Superchat. So Scratch and PPA is a shining example of that, as well as Garden State Gardener and the Stock Explorer, Hilda DC. There are several creators that do that. Yeah, 12 Stones Ranch. It's okay. You tripped me up for a second. But one of the things that we know is when we're live streaming, if you hear somebody in the chat or see somebody in the chat say that something is wrong, whether it's your audio, your video, your buffering, or anything like that, what we have to try to do is remember that if one person says it, it might be them, not you. Right? If two people say it, then you know you've got a problem. So we try to remember that. Ms. QT is in the building. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message. Happy New Year to you. Yes, Happy New Year to anybody that we've missed over the last couple of weeks being off. I usually don't take any time off from Superchat unless I absolutely have to. And it's not so much being sick. My voice was just not well for a couple of weeks, but we're all good to go now. Have Cheetah Will View is in the house. This is the last channel that I did a interview with about a month ago. So we've got another one coming up today with the Stock Explorer. And then, yeah, thank you from the other side of the fence. Hopefully you've got a lot of friends coming up now. Zena the Sassy Crafter and everybody who shared over the break, thank you for that. Burundian Traveler, good to see you here as well. And then when we're looking at Scratch and PPA, we see that this creator puts out a premiere every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. Now, you saw me turn on the notification there, and of course I'm mentioning that we want to put out notifications on for everything that we see, whether they're premieres or live streams on every channel that we visit, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. And then when we look at Scratch and PPA's series, we also see that during his premieres, he has that fast-paced, high-energy rolling chat like I'm talking about. This is the reason I talk about it. And the reason for that, I believe more than anything else, is because this is one of the most supportive creators that I have met in the last 5.5 years on YouTube. You know, Scratch and PPA, like I said, continues to amaze me. He is a shining jewel in the Superchat family. The amount of support he gives to others is almost unmatched, I think. And anybody who's been with us for any amount of time knows this already. But I hope that everybody will connect with all of our moderators. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They are all dear friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own. They all do different things. one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you visit them on their channels for premieres and live streams. Home Bartending with John is coming up right now. Thank you, the Stock Explorer, for that highlighted milestone message. That's our featured channel for today, and the channel that I'll be joining after Tuber Chat in another hour and a half or so. Home Bartending with John is an interesting channel as well, because this one actually hits home for me personally, because I worked in nightclubs and bars for a lot of my adult life, and this channel is going to show us how we can make some of the most popular cocktails at home. You don't have to have a home bar setup as elaborate as what you see from John here, but he will show us what it takes to maintain a bar like this, the tools that we need to make the cocktails that we're after, and then as well a few variations. So usually he'll show us a quick and easy method along with something influenced by pop culture, as well as a more rich, flavorful, traditional recipe for each of the cocktails that he's thinking about. He does a lot of reviews on the channel, and as you can see, there's a lot of shorts to enjoy as well. So I'm going to grab one of his latest videos. I can see I'm behind here. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Ruthie's This and That and Family is in the house as well. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. And I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Michael's Adventures, I do have the redirect set today for the Stock Explorer. I have not got it set. Oh, I do. I have it set tomorrow for Kristen Welton's premiere, and then Kristen Welton is going to raid directly into Michael's Adventures tomorrow as well. And then thank you, the Stock Explorer, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times. And they're here as a member and a moderator, of course. And Side Gig Crafts, thank you for your super chat also. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but we'll look at Side Gig Crafts next. Right now, we've got Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, and they just picked up a gifted membership from Don Ray B as well, but they've also been members many times themselves as well. And then, yes, and It's Our Abundant Life. I would be happy to say hello to you more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. It's Our Abundant Life have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, and they often make me laugh at least once per each stream. Growing What I Eat, good to see you in the house as well. They actually picked up a gifted membership from Don Ray B today as well, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. Now, you notice the second thing that happens from gifted memberships. First of all, it's a generous thing for somebody to have done. But if there's a couple of creators that receive those gift memberships that are not in the chat right now, they get email notifications and might come in, which is really, really cool as well. Phyllis Brown is a longtime friend. I'm going to get her onto the wheel as well. She happens to be a member also. And like I keep saying, members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs come to us from the homesteading community of channels. I wonder how that hand is doing. Where was the thumbnail? I was looking for it the other day as well. Here it is with the a little bit of a work injury there. So hopefully that's healing up the way it should. Now, Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are a fun couple of creators. They're always laughing and having a good time together. They've got a great rapport between the two of them. I know rapport is the wrong word to use, but you know, between rapport, charisma, and the back and forth that we see between a couple of creators who really get along and really complement each other on camera, this is kind of what I'm getting at. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs will bring us a lot of different aspects of their life, product reviews, cooking, traveling, and all-out fun and entertainment. And they've been doing this for a long time, so they're well over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment. I've got to get Side Gig Crafts up there first. Let's see who's going to be next. Dutchfly61. And then let me get Side Gig Crafts up there right now. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And the Fix It Lady, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. We looked at that channel earlier, but I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that before, and they actually just took over our stream boss position. So you'll notice that every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. The last person to knock them out gets a little bit of exposure for a little while, and that's going to be the Fix It Lady now. So thank you again for that. Side Good Crafts is up here. This is a channel we're still getting to know. They've got 831 subscribers already, but I'm going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them and get to know their channel a little bit better. One of the reasons that I like putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels. I get to know the channels over time, and then over weeks and months I get to know the content on the channel as well. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators on other places in conversations like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can reach out. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with, but I always enjoy getting to know creators. Michael's Adventures is making me laugh. Yes, Michael's Adventures is a member right now as well as a moderator. And we always only put everybody on the wheel once. Actually, Michael's Adventures for the longest time, for probably a year and a half, gave up all kinds of opportunity to be on the wheel just because he happens to be an incredibly generous supporter. Not just to myself and here in Tuber Chat, but a lot of what he does to support other creators goes unseen. It is countless, the number of playlists he's run. Michael's Adventures is known, first of all, as a dear friend to me now, but as somebody to literally reach out to me and ask who needs help, who can I run a playlist for, kind of a thing, as opposed to ever asking for himself. But First Floor Audio, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We'll be looking at Michael's Adventures shortly. And, pardon me while I just scroll back and make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. I think we're good. If I've missed a question or a comment that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Dutchfly61 is here with 912 subscribers, officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And this is a channel we're still getting to know, but they are bringing us what looks like a little bit of unexplained activity, and we've had a small influx of channels coming from this community. So forgive me if I'm mistaken. While I'm still getting to know the channel, I'm going to take another video from a couple of months ago, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just to get to know the channel a little bit better as well. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. And that is going to be Jamie Hart. That was a close one there. Jamie Hart's been a dear friend for a long time as well. And like Have Cheetah Will View, she is a cat lover. And we find that in her banner on her channel and with a lot of the thumbnails that end up making it to the front page. Miss Canadian Scrapper, an incredibly generous creator. It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Miss Canadian Scrapper is well known as a generous creator throughout the small YouTuber Canadian. I mean, throughout the small YouTuber community. And Jamie Hart is up right now, and there we go. We've got at least one thumbnail with a cat right there on the front page. I'm just going to take another karaoke video and put it in my catch-up list. But Jamie Hart brings us a lot of different variety, including horror, Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, like the one I just put in my playlist there, adventure, nature, photography, on top of the cat video. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that wide variety. And she's an incredibly dynamic creator. She's a lot of fun to catch both on a live stream or in a video. I hope to catch you on a live stream again shortly. It's hard to believe it's already been a few months, so hopefully I'll get one of these soon. And hopefully everybody will enjoy pushing her towards the 600 subscribers she's going to be thinking about. Yeah, Miss Scratch and PPA is part of the small YouTuber Canadians as well. Yes. Interesting. That's one thing I failed to mention about Scratch and PPA every time I put his channel up, is the fact that not only is he a fellow Canadian, but he's literally only about an hour and a half away from me. When I'm working, it's a lot closer, but I'm in Niagara Falls, Canada. He's closer to Toronto. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Bud Files is up right now. These are a couple of creators who are out supporting people all the time. They're here in Tuber Chat with us every single day. They're modern day archaeologists, and what they seek to do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it. So they bring us to a lot of interesting places, including ghost towns, other abandoned locations, as well as graveyards and cemeteries. So I'm just going to take the House of Scandinavia video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me another video to catch up with, and hopefully everybody will help push them along. They're so close now, 983, which means that I predict that they could definitely have their 1,000 subscribers. Maybe by the end of the weekend. That might be a little bit aggressive with 17 to go, but certainly within the next week. So they're literally right on the cusp. They're going to have it soon. I'm curious how your watch hours are. And then if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, hopefully you will. Hopefully everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And we're looking at Mona Did What right now, and they happen to be a member. We had put them on the wheel right away, as usual. I didn't mark Michael's Adventures there. I should have. So 569 subscribers for Mona Did What. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know Mona Did What's content, but they've got a lot of sewing and crafting videos, as well as shorts of their everyday life. They're learning to quilt right now, so we can follow their successes and their failures. That's a common theme that we find through a lot of channels here in the Tuber Chat family, especially the homesteading and crafting channels, is they talk often about, like, hey, we're willing to show you the failures that we go through as well as the successes, so that hopefully people can learn from them as well. So I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will just give me a chance to catch up with you. Playlists can be a great tool for a lot of different reasons. I use them to keep caught up with creators. I have to be honest, I run a lot more videos than I'm able to sit and watch in detail. But playlists really help you keep up, because I promise you, as your YouTube journey goes on, as you follow more and more creators, it's going to get harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So playlists can be a great tool to help with that. Now, Michael's Adventures is somebody who posts frequently, literally I think every day. And he's got thousands of wildlife videos on his channel. Everything from raccoons to foxes to deer, bird watching, but he also takes us on adventures as well. So he recently visited Florida. He took us out for a couple of videos there. He often gives us a look around his area. He's moved a couple of times, so we've gotten to see a few different things. He's in the Kentucky area. And then Michael's Adventures will also do a couple of other random things, like we might find a lottery scratch ticket, or we might find a slots game played on a tablet or something like that. So there's a bit of variety here, but a lot of posting and extreme consistency. So I'm just going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. The truth is, I just catch up with Michael's Adventures once every week or two, because literally he's got thousands, like I said, of videos. So over 1,100 subscribers. He's just working on watch hours now. For anybody that would like to reach out, Michael's Adventures is always willing to swap playlists and help other creators as well. So if anybody would like to do that, just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So, in the spirit of creators who are here as both moderators and members, that is Michael's Adventures, and now Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More from the UK is coming up. Now, Sam brings us a lot of train videos, as you would expect from the title of his channel. Desi Chronicles, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel is going to be the very next one that we look at. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel afterwards. So Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, like I said, brings a lot of train videos, and some of those are indoors, some of those are outdoors, and some of them are of the trains themselves or the stations they depart from. He might be giving us a look around, a tour, a story to be told, or taking a trip, or giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He also does unboxings, product reviews, and a lot of live streaming. Some of those can be channel updates where we get a chance to hang out with Sam and get to know him a little bit better. Some of them can be Q&As or trivia game night types of live streams as well, which I know everybody finds fun also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He has been a dear friend for a long time. And like I keep saying, of all of our moderators here on this channel, they've been dear friends of mine for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They are all, they all have channels of their own. They all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you visit them during their premieres and live streams. So hopefully you'll connect with all of them and watch your channel grow even farther. So here we're looking at Desi Chronicles, and thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Desi Chronicles has 807 subscribers right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but I'm going to take your latest video and see what's happening while you go shopping. And this will give me a chance to see some more of your content. And again, like I said before, one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels. Over weeks and months I get to know the content by watching videos and hanging out in live streams and premieres. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with. But otherwise I enjoy just having conversations about YouTube or other social media and getting to know creators behind the scenes. Anything you think that could help other creators, I'm always happy to hear those stories as well. And I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So we'll spin the wheel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Gabriella Smarandaki is on the screen right now, and this is another creator who's been an unbelievable supporter ever since finding the Tuber Chat family. She supports on all of my channels, and of course I really appreciate that. Stephanie G, good to see you in the house again. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Gabriella Smarandaki now has over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 we know she's going to be thinking about now. You do get an opportunity to get to know Gabriella on her channel. She's got a video. I can see I'm falling behind with you. There was a video here called Get to Know Me, and it must have been just from a couple of weeks ago there. She's been posting frequently here, actually. I'm going to grab this latest video, this how to make a YouTube thumbnail video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just to give me another video to watch. I know I want to give you a couple of watch minutes there. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy getting to know Gabriella. She does a lot of variety on her channel, obviously with shorts, videos, and with live streams. So I'll spin the wheel again. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If I've missed anything anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Phyllis Brown is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And I see that Annabelle TV has just walked in the door. She brings fun everywhere she goes, and a little bit of comedy comes along with that. And Phyllis Brown has been a longtime friend and somebody who's been an incredible supporter ever since finding the Tuber Chat family. Now what must be well over 2 years ago. 1,400 subscribers. She's got a premiere coming up later today, And that should be right around the time that the Stock Explorer and I are finishing our interview. We're going to go over there in another hour from now to the Stock Explorer's channel. That interview could last anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. I don't know what they have planned, to be honest with you. We'll see. And then we know that we'll have fresh content on Phyllis Brown's channel. I can see I'm behind. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. It's from a month ago, but I'm going to put it into my catch-up list. I get you a few watch minutes there. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Phyllis Brown. And see, they want to inspire and motivate others, but they bring a lot of variety on their channel in both video shorts and live streams. A lot of featured channels on their front page as well, with some familiar faces here as well. This is a great way to trade favors with other creators and get some exposure for your channel by featuring other channels on your front page, and then hopefully having some of those channels feature you on their front page as well. Thank you for the tweet, Phyllis Brown, as well. I always appreciate those when anybody can share in any way. We always put out a Facebook post, a Reddit post, a tweet, and an Instagram post, which of course can be turned into a story very easily. So if you follow us on those social networks, it's easy to share, and I'll appreciate that from everybody, of course, greatly. So the Bullock Experience is up. We talked about this channel earlier because Kelly Bullock was interviewed by Crocheting with Leanne a couple of months ago, right before myself, actually, while I was looking at Leanne's channel, just to get ready for the interview that I did with her. Scratch and PPA gave her a little bit of help in preparing for that interview, but I noticed that the Bullock Experience had also been interviewed over there. Now, Kelly Bullock is bringing us catfishing more than anything else, and it's fishing first on this channel, but you'll notice that this creator has got a lot of live streams as well. And the conversation can go just about anywhere once the live stream starts, of course. But they're an incredible supporter. They have been ever since the beginning. They're here with us almost every single day in Superchat as well. So we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 subscribers that they're thinking about. And we see that they've got a lot of shorts on the channel as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Life with Mountain Folk is up right now. They are from the Georgia area, but they have a series that you'll notice on their front page called Beyond Georgia. And this is where they take us outside their area to bring us some vlogging style content that might not be typical for their channel, because typically they're bringing us the great outdoors, car shows, lots and lots and lots of classic car shows, history, museums, food reviews, live streams, some relaxing content, and much more. But I think that this is a really cool series that they've started called Beyond Georgia. And I've watched this channel change up a little bit, like their presentation, right? Especially the way that they've laid out their front page. There are a lot of tools that YouTube gives us so that we can chop up our channel into different playlists and display them in different ways. This gives a chance for fans of your content to binge watch series of videos the way that we might binge watch a Netflix TV show or something like that. So they got their Beyond Georgia series here. The classic car shows are here. There's tons of content in this group that you'll find. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We'd love to push them towards the 1,200 subscribers they're thinking about. And of course, Life with Mountain Folk have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for a long time here in Superchat. We're getting close. 98 thumbs up. If my thing is going to refresh, we might actually get to the 100 today, and I'll appreciate that. We don't do it every day, but we do it most days. It's still always exciting, and I do appreciate it from everybody, so thank you for those thumbs up. Emotion is coming up right now, and this is another creator who who happens to be a member and a moderator. Now, they actually happen to be a gold member, so that means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as you have seen. Now, when I look for this channel, though, because emotion is such a short word and a popular word in the English language, it's can cause this creator to have a bit of a struggle in the search results for a little while longer. Most creators get to #1 in the search results if they have an active channel once they get to about 800 subscribers. This is what I found over the last 5.5 years or so. When we have names that are really popular or really short and popular, we find that it can take a little bit longer. So this is why I put so much focus on searching, finding, and clicking on each other here. This is the reason we don't do a lot of link drops. We do them as a bonus for our gold members only. But we also, you'll notice that I just put in the chat there, Emotion New Soul. The reason why we look for that when we look for this creator is because New Soul R&B music is what we're going to find when we get to Emotion's channel. It is an official artist channel, so what he's bringing us here is his original works, usually in the form of music videos, sometimes in premieres or live streams that can include compilations. But they also round out their channel with a lot of shorts, and they've had some great success with some reaction videos, now with over 3,200 subscribers. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get beyond 3,000. We can all imagine that. Ms. Queen Nunu, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a channel that we know already with a slight name change. And then Odom's Homestead might be in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away as well. That's another incredibly supportive channel that's here with us almost every day, and I see them out supporting others constantly as well. I'm spinning the wheel, but we're going to look at Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is a second channel from our dear friend Emotion, and this is where we get to see not just how the music is made, but a little bit more about the man behind the music as well. So it's a great complementary channel to Emotion, and with almost 800 subscribers, you can see that this is growing well also. So we get some shorts as well as more compilations and a couple more reaction videos to round out this channel as well. I hope you'll connect with Emotion on both of them. Cali King 916 is coming up right now, and then hopefully I pronounced this properly for you. Gozwina Pathius, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. I think we've seen that channel before, but forgive me if I'm mistaken. Carmelia Sardinas, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Cali King 916 has 1,700 subscribers. This channel's growing rapidly as well. Now, Cali King 916 is somebody who really impressed me when they first came into the Superchat family, which must be getting on a year ago now. Because they bring us, first of all, a real-world look at Sacramento, California, but right away they were supporting everybody. So as soon as they came into the Superchat family and we were introduced to this channel, I saw them everywhere, and that continues even to today. They are constantly out supporting other creators, and I'm always happy to run into creators supporting each other when I visit for premieres and live streams, which of course I do as much as I can. But it's just wonderful to see this kind of a supporter. So like I said, they're going to bring us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. I can see I'm behind with videos. I'm going to put one of those in my catch-up list. But I've been lucky to catch them for live streams frequently. They've been streaming just about every single day. I thought I caught you the other day. Was I mistaken? Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, that's in the chat. That's Charlene Heal. I've got her on the wheel as well. I put her on as soon as I noticed her in the chat a while ago. Philip Lemon's coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on for us. It's going to soon be time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list. Now, an hour from now, we're going to go over to our featured channel for today's live stream, which is going to be the Stock Explorer, and I'm going to join them for another interview. It's the first one I've done since Have Cheetah Will View about a month ago, and Crocheting with Leanne a couple months before that. Trish, The Natural is coming up on the wheel as they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I think I'm moving a little bit faster through channels than I usually do today as well. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Good to see you in the house as well. And we'll get them onto the wheel right away also. So like I said, it's not going to be too long before I add some names from our chat list. Now, as a hint for anybody that's fairly new to Superchatter, if today's your first day, the way that I add names onto the wheel from the chat list is based on who's been most active in the chat. I recently turned on one of the robots, so I got to keep an eye on Nightbot and make sure it doesn't misbehave. But what it's supposed to do is cut down on some of the copying and pasting that's been done in the chat. And I know creators do that, like hoping to get onto the screen a little bit earlier. But the fairest way I can do it is by making sure we're favoring channels that are spending the most time and engaging most with other creators in the chat. So we'll keep that up. But we got a long way to go, almost an hour. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Philip Lemon's up here right now. I can bet that I'm behind with this creator, so I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, Marvel Snap here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up. I wonder if they've been live streaming. Maybe they'll pick those up again. And then obviously they've been doing some shorts videos, so Happy New Year here. They must have been a Christmas baby like myself, so maybe a birthday a month or a month and a half ago or something like that. So forgive me for missing that, but hopefully that was good for you as well. Philip Lemon's been a loyal and dedicated supporter for quite some time. 162 subscribers they have right now. We'd love to push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Annabelle TV is coming up right now, and you heard me talk about it when she entered the chat, but she brings fun everywhere that she goes, including here in our chat and on her own channel in her content, and comedy comes along with that as well in most cases. And then Geezer's Games, we don't do a lot of self-promotion here, so the moderators will knock out any messages that are self-promoting. But if you are the kind of creator who enjoys supporting others, knowing that they'll come and support your channel afterwards, then you'll meet lots of friends here. So Annabelle TV is up on the screen right now. Now what she does more than anything else is bring us mukbang style product reviews and taste test challenges. Some of those are collaborations with other channels. She does other unboxings and product reviews here as well. We get some garden updates and a little bit more variety on the channel. But like I said, she always brings fun everywhere that she goes. A lot of engagement in the chat. That's both here in Tuber Chat and outside when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, and I run into her constantly supporting other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and we'd love to push her towards the 800 subscribers she's thinking about. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up, by the way. We did it. We hit 100 again today, so thank you for that. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. And then for anybody that is brand new, Geezer's Games and anybody else, we do have our instructions in our video description to tell you exactly how we connect with each other here so that you can get the most value out of the time that you spend. And what I can give everybody as a hint is that we tend to live wholeheartedly by the idea of generosity here. The idea is that we give unto others more than we expect to have given to us. And that comes down to being in the chat here, making the first move, reaching out to other creators and supporting them, giving them all the things we wish that they would do for us, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Pardon me just for a second here. Yeah, I think I am. Now I'm out of practice because we were off for 2 weeks, so now the voice is going to be put to the test today. But I'm sure we'll be fine. So Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is Charlene Heal with a second channel. This creator brings us wellness coaching. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then they bring video shorts and live streams on their channel. So obviously inspiring and motivating content more than anything else. But when we get to Charlene Heal's other channel, which is right here, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. We see wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. And Elon Musk. Life has been much more entertaining since following him, especially after he took over Twitter. I am thoroughly amused for at least a moment on a daily basis now. 558 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 subscribers that they're thinking about. Charlene Heal is somebody who always engages conversation in all of the chats that they join while they bounce in between premieres and live streams. I've run into them countless times supporting other creators. I'm sure you will too after you connect with them. So, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Superchat right this second, and could possibly see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. The Fix-It Lady, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We looked at that channel earlier. She's always fixing, repairing, or creating things on her channel. I hope you'll connect with her if you haven't already, but thank you for another super chat. She's done that twice today and many times before. Polly180 Animation Studios, good to see you here as well. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. We're going to go on break though right now for about 3 minutes, and then we're going to come back with another beloved and dedicated moderator, a dear friend of mine named Hilda DC. All right, we're back and we're looking at Hilda DC. Pardon me just for a quick second there. So actually in only 45 minutes from now, I'm going to join the Stock Explorer on their channel, their featured channel for today, for an interview. The first one I've done in another month now. I joined Have Cheetah Will View a while back. He might still be in the chat, and Crocheting with Leanne was here earlier. I joined her on her channel a couple of months ago. So I'm looking forward to it. The Stock Explorer and I have had been building quite a friendship over a long period of time, and I'm looking forward to the friendly conversation. I don't really know what they have in store for to getting an interview started, but they did offer to have questions from the chat as well if anybody would like that. It gives you another opportunity for at least an hour, if not maybe even 2 hours, I'm not sure, to be able to meet more friends and family members like you can on any of our moderators' channels, like Hilda DC. She's very much known for being a generous creator that will not only allow you to meet more friends and family members, but encourage it on her channel. Now, when we talk about fast-paced and high-energy chats, like here in Superchat, or possibly like the Stock Explorer, or Scratch and Pete PA is a perfect example, or Garden State Gardeners Sunday Fun Day, and some of the other ones we have here in the Superchat family, Hilda DC is one of the creators, pardon me, that posts frequently and has a very fast-paced, high-energy rolling chat. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and you'll see what I'm talking about, because she is one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. She's a dear friend. All of our moderators are dear friends of mine, dear friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own. They all do different things. They all have one thing in common, and that is an overwhelming sense of generosity. I believe that more than anything else is what has drawn me to each of them. And you will have the opportunity then to meet more friends and family members when you visit them. So I hope you will. Hilda DC is approaching 2,400 subscribers right now, and of course fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. Now I'm going to put my notification on. She's got premiere coming up. Is that a live stream? It's a live stream coming up in a couple of days, but she posts frequently, so hopefully she'll get back to a little more frequent posting. She was going every day for a long time. She's got a lot of shorts. She's had incredible success over there as well. Let's look at her shorts for a quick second here. Look at this, 46,000 views, another 6,000 here, 3,000 here. So she's doing well there. Now, Hilda DC, more than anything else, is going to bring mukbang-style product reviews and taste test challenges. She does a lot more variety on her channel and a lot of live streaming. So sometimes she has StreamYard panelists come up. It's not uncommon to find her with Makeup Mom and Son, Corinne's Life, maybe Sam's Vlogs, Trains and more, and I've joined her many times myself as well. So Hilda DC, like I said, is an incredibly encouraging creator, one of the most encouraging that I've met in 5.5 years, and you will find positive affirmations flowing throughout her content, both from the creator herself and in special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot involved in that as well. And then M&T Living and Cooking, I've got you on the wheel with Gaming with Steven, and Ruthie's This and That and Family as well. And then we'll get some more names on the wheel as we need them. I usually add some names from our chat list when we get down to about 5 or 6. So we'll spin right now. We'll get another channel up on the screen. That looks like it's going to be Ruthie's This and That and Family. And they recently came into the Tuber Chat family just a couple of months ago, but they've been with us just about every single day. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously loyal and dedicated supporters, to say the least. Well over 1,000 subscribers now, and almost 1,100. So they've got shorts, videos, and live streams on their channel as well. I'm just going to grab one of their latest grocery haul videos and put that in my catch-up list so I can catch up a little bit. This playlist that I used called Catch Up here is just to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool to use for that purpose, but as well, if anybody here would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So let me spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up on the screen. It looks like it's going to be Miss QT is in the building. And I just crossed their channel again. I think I either shared out or was about to share out a video. I always do the shares on the community tab here in advance for Tuber Chat. I usually do 5 to 8 a day, and most of them are for other creators. Miss QT is in the building, has 179 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 200 we know she's thinking about. And we can see that there's shorts, videos, and live streams on the channel. Most of the videos are quite short. I'm just going to take one of the latest ones here and put this in my catch-up list. But I'm just going to check the live streams as well. Okay, she might have had live streams before, but has pulled them. But that's okay, so hopefully she'll keep those up. But we'll see soon enough. And Miss QT is in the building. Has been with us many times before. Orange Nightfall, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you would like to. And if you see somebody that you would like to connect with, just please reach out to them. If you follow the instructions that you find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Let's look at M&T Living and Cooking and see what they've got going on. I've also run into them supporting other creators as well. Is Unidentified S4 in the house? Yes, they are. I got a chance to hang out with Unidentified S4 the other day. Oh, you changed your name. I see. They changed their name to have different characters. Because I'm trying to copy and I'm trying to mention them, and it's harder now. But it's okay. I've got them there. Unidentified S4. I had a chance to hang out with them on a live stream the other day, and you know that I say repeatedly now, you know, I run more videos than I am able to watch, but I hung out with them for a little while, and they put on a good show. When I first found, or when Unidentified S4 first came into the Tuber Chat family and I went to their channel for the first time, I was already impressed. I think I caught them for a birthday stream, and they put a lot of work into that. But they have a lot of really interesting conversation on their channel. They'll talk to us about the unexplained. They have StreamYard panelists over there. But they really do a good job of preparing because they get a lot of different things ready to bring up onto the screen and talk about. So I had a great time hanging out the other day. But they've got thousands of subscribers. You'll see that when you get over there. So M&T Living and Cooking is a channel I'm still getting to know. But like I said, I've seen them out supporting other creators. So you know you've got a loyal and dedicated supporter here, to say the least. 420 subscribers. And I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. Something a little bit different for them. But I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. And that will give me a chance to catch up with their content a little bit. And they're bringing us cooking, fishing, photography, as well as family fun and the great outdoors. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a quick second here. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up, we're doing fantastic today with over 100. But they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Unstable TV is here from Ireland. This is one of our favorite Irish couples. They've actually got a couple of channels now, but they are just skyrocketing. This channel has grown to well over 18,000 subscribers now, and they have put a lot of consideration into learning the formula for making the right reaction videos for themselves. And not everybody can just do any reaction video to anything. That's not how that works. But these creators have really put a lot of consideration into how to find the right way to do reaction videos for their audience, the kind of thing that matches their personalities. And these creators are super fun, both here on YouTube and on the other social networks as well. But you'll see what I mean when you get there, and what you can see when you look at their videos right from the last things that they've been posting. You know, some videos hit and some don't. That's how you can see like true authenticity in a channel is because not every single video gets 3,000 views in the first couple of days. Now they're fully monetized, and when we look at their videos though and we hit the popular tab, now you're going to see where the magic has happened here. You know, many videos over 70,000 views, 80,000 views, 90 and even 176 and 222,000 views on this video. So they're just doing fantastic. I'm going to show you their second channel, Unstable TV Shorts, and this is where they're experimenting now with a lot of different shorts ideas to try to get this channel going. They're already at 186 subscribers here, and when we look at the shorts that they've put out, they've got a few that have really moved here as well. 5,000, 5,000, 7, 8, 11,000. So they're going to be another channel to watch over here on Unstable TV Shorts, coming from the same two creators that we know and love from Ireland that are Unstable TV. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right this second and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. James Money 615, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. Oh wow, Mona did what? Posted one short twice with no views, changed the title and music, and then hit over 1,000 views in 20 minutes. Interesting. I've seen a couple of creators do that where they experiment with posting the same short a couple of times. Yeah, it's an interesting game over there. Shorts are really, they have this winning the lottery aspect to them right now, but YouTube is really pushing them even though they've cannibalized their own monetization system. And monetization for shorts starts very, very soon, as a matter of fact. Growing What I Eat is up on the screen right now, 84 subscribers. This is a creator that gained a gifted membership from Don Ray B today. Pardon me. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this in my catch-up list to make sure that I stay caught up with them and don't fall too far behind. We can see that they've got shorts on the channel as well. I'm still getting to know them, but as we can see, they're talking about gardening, growing food, vegetables, fruit trees, plants, and lots of other homesteading activities. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Growing What I Eat's been with us a few times, and I've also seen them out supporting other creators as well. The J Jordan's in the house. Good to see you in the chat. Catherine, oh, pardon me. Catherine Wonko TV, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, but it's good to see you in here again. How to Flex Living, good to have you in the house as well. That's another longtime friend. FR Humphreys coming up on the screen right now. We'll see what they've got going on. The J Jordan, I was just about to put on the wheel, but I'm actually going to make them the next channel that we look at because they're gifting a membership right now. The J Jordan is somebody who not only posts every day, but they're all over the place. They're on everybody's channel. Justin Mello's going to be happy to have grabbed that gifted membership from you, so thank you for that. He's been a longtime friend. Justin Mello's been with Tuber Chat from the beginning, as a matter of fact. And then FR Humphrey is up right now. This is another channel we're still getting to know. 369 subscribers. And they are in Alabama. They create lifestyle content focused on creativity for stress relief, mental and emotional well-being, and fun. So they might do some backyard urban organic gardening, traditional art, including watercolor, acrylic, paint, and ink, as well as pencil, and crocheting, sewing, weaving, lots of different stuff on this channel that we can expect. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I am going to enjoy getting to know them a little bit better. I'm going to take the latest video, put that into my catch-up list, and that will help me catch up with them. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and then by watching content over weeks and months, I get to know the content on the channel a little bit better. And then if you want to reach out on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators there. You can reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And then thank you, 12 Stone Ranch is just dropping a super chat right now, but they're actually mentioning Little Ridge Farm. And I talked about that channel for a quick second earlier. So what I'm going to do is put both of those channels up in a second. And the Jay Jordan is actually coming up next because they just gifted a membership as well. So when we have gifted memberships, I'm kind of treating those like super chats now. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. The Jay Jordan also happens to be a member, of course. But like I said, this is a creator that's posting every single day, and that can be either on their own channel or they're joining others on StreamYard panels. They're motivating others both in music and working out. It's fitness first from the Jay Jordan, but I've caught them on a couple of live streams bowling actually, which was interesting to me just because one of my first full-time jobs was working in a bowling alley. I kept that job way too long, but it was fun while I was there. But I'm always interested to see that. So the Jay Jordan had some friends out playing, and that was cool to see the other day. But like I said, this creator works out every day. They motivate others. They've got quite an audience coming in for that as well. And then they bring music to us as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the Jay Jordan. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800 subscribers that they're looking towards. And it's no surprise that they're growing so rapidly with all that they're doing, collaborating with other creators, as a matter of fact. So, Gaming with Steven, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be up right after Little Ridge Farm. But 12 Stones Ranch just dropped a super chat on us as well. So I'm going to put them up on the screen right now. And I really do appreciate your kind words. I know you dropped a couple of comments over there on the Stock Explorers live stream that's coming up in another half hour or so. I'm going to join them on their channel for what we're calling an interview that will probably turn into more of a friendly conversation. Mayra, and that is Zavalza Designs. Good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I know I miss a lot in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Poly 180 Animation Studios, my goodness, thank you so much for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that before and recently, as a matter of fact, so thank you for that. We'll look at that channel right after Gaming with Steven. I think It's Our Abundant Life just mentioned something. Yeah, thank you for that about the shirt. I have a company, it's just a sole proprietorship, but it's called Thrive Together. Didn't mean to steal the name from the charity in the States, but found that out afterwards. But it's okay. It's we don't use it for much, but you'll notice the music channel is named after it, actually. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member. And I'll probably end up changing that name again at some point. I don't know how many times I've registered companies and changed names and things like that. It never matters. It's because I've always been self-employed, and in Canada we get a lot of benefit with things like write-offs and stuff like that. Unlike, as far as I understand, in other countries it may not be as easy. In Canada it's pretty easy to deal with that stuff. 12 Stones Ranch is coming to us from the homesteading community of channels. They bring wholesome content, as they say, but they want to encourage us to get out and have adventures of our own. We can join them for exploration and many other projects and laughs on their channel. They're almost at 1,800 subscribers as well. And then I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them and make sure I don't fall behind. Now, Little Ridge Farm is the channel that was mentioned by 12 Stones Ranch in their super chat there. And we talked about this earlier. This is Mark, or here's Mark here in the last thumbnail that we see on the shorts videos here. This is an interesting channel who comes to us from the homesteading community of channels as well. But when we get to their live stream page, I'm going to give you the opportunity to have a look at this for a quick second, and then hopefully you'll go over there and see what's happening on this channel. But this is literally a creator. Their house burned down. Here's the thumbnail right here that kind of shows you, and they talk about this. They give us the story of what happened. A lot of creators are reaching out to them to give them, the kind of help and stuff that's hard to ask for, but very much needed in a situation like that. Forgive me, I know I get choked up pretty easy, but Little Ridge Farm is somebody who continues to amaze me because, a lot of people might go through something like this, and you can only imagine the kind of thoughts that go through your head, the emotions that you feel, and what it does to your entire family tree, as a matter of fact. But Mark is somebody who's still out there supporting other creators, and I literally caught them on, I think it was Life with Belinda and Chuck. He was on the other day and literally says there's a lot of people out there who have it worse than them. And I'm just amazed at the positivity that comes from this creator. So I hope everybody will visit Little Ridge Farm. Thank you again, 12 Stoves Ranch, for that super chat and giving me the opportunity to talk about them again for a moment. Gaming with Steven is the same creator from Fruit Machines with Steven from Scotland, and they're here with a second channel now where they're bringing us gameplay more than anything else. Hopefully everybody will enjoy what they're doing here. I can see a lot of variety, so I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I know it's a longer one, but I'm going to see what they've got going on in the variety that they're bringing in their content now, and they've got live streams as well as shorts on their channel as well. So thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to put up Polly 180 Animation Studios. This is a channel we in the Tuber Chat family know very well. They've been with us many times before. They dropped another generous super chat on us. I really do appreciate that. There's our dear friend Fanatic Guide. I'm always happy to see creators promoting each other. And Polly 180 Animation Studios is now at almost 4,800 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. You can imagine what it takes to make this kind of content. I'm just going to take their latest video as an example, but you can see I've got that in my catch-up list here. But when I roll over some of these videos, you get an idea of the animations that are coming from this channel. And I have the smallest bit of experience with graphic design and computer programming, and I know that this is quite an undertaking. Something that I'm always impressed with is any artistic talent in any creators, because while I am not artistic, I know I'm creative in technical ways, but this kind of stuff always amazes me. So I always look forward to seeing what Polly 180 Animation Studios is going to come up with next, and they've got a lot of incredible animations like this on their channel for you to see. So I know you'll look forward to it as well after you connect with them, and we'd love to push them towards that 4,800 subscribers. They're getting really close now. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. We've still got about 20 minutes to go. In another 5 minutes or so, I'll start dropping the link for the live stream coming up from the Stock Explorer, where I'm going to join them on their channel for what we're calling an interview that will likely turn into a friendly conversation. The Stock Explorer happens to be our featured channel for today, and a member and a moderator. Lisa J. Stocks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Professional Paranormal Research, it's good to see you here as well. I think I caught them on a live stream the other day as well, so it's good to see you here. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe. Here's Tracy right here. Here's Phoebe right beside her. And these creators alternate on the channel, bringing us beauty in a lot of different ways. So there could be get ready with me type videos here. There can be hauls. There can be lists of things they enjoy or want to avoid. And they bring shorts, videos, and live streams. They post frequently, as you can see. And with 390 subscribers, I know they're looking forward to that 400. They're going to have it any time now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for a long time here in Tuber Chat as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And I know I haven't said it in a while, but thank you everybody again for the kind messages everybody's been reaching out over the last couple of weeks. I really wasn't very sick at all, but my voice was having trouble. And just when I thought it was going to be fine at the beginning of last week, it got just terrible again. So I had to take the time off. It's the voice that it was. But anyway, so I've done what I can. It looks like we're back to normal now, but I do appreciate everybody's kind thoughts. I try never to take time off from Tuber Chat unless we have to. I think that's the first time we've had to be off for like 2 straight weeks. Unidentified S4. Now, you can see, I was talking about this earlier. They have thousands of subscribers. Over 8,000, over 8,300. They're halfway on the road to 8,400 already. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I caught them on a live stream the other day, and it's interesting because they put a lot of video production into everything that they do here, and I've caught them a few times on live streams, actually. What I'm going to do right now is just take one of these videos. I know they're shorter, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list right now. I've got notifications on for the next 3 live streams that they've got set up. And what I'm recommending for everybody is to put notifications on for everything that we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. Whether or not you think you can make it at that time. It's almost time for me to add some names onto our wheel from our chat list again, so I'm going to do that in a second. It's Me Lori is coming up. I've got a robot in the background here that helps me with this. To Be Irish Live is coming up. And Unidentified S4 is going to talk to us about all things that are unexplained. So they will talk about UFOs, paranormal, cryptids, hoaxes, scammers, and a lot more. But it's friendly conversation over here, and they actually do a really good job. So when you visit Unidentified S4, you're going to get into a channel that just seems very much more professional than we might expect for some channel that's so young, right? On the way towards 9,000 subscribers now. So I'm sure you'll be impressed when you get there, and hopefully I'll run into you when I'm over there as well. But the other thing too, Unidentified S4, thank you so much, because I really do appreciate the job you do promoting others. Like, they do a quick, concise, but very professional job, and I really do appreciate that, because they do that, you know, when you come in, if they know your channel, they'll talk about you for a quick second, but they keep the show going as well, so I really appreciate that. So let's spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel up here, but I've got another couple of channels on the wheel. It's Me Lori, To Be Irish Live is there, Ruthie's This and That, and Family. I'm not sure if we looked at that channel earlier today or not. I might have put them on the last time that I was going through. To Be Irish Live is up on the screen for the first time. And what I'm going to do, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take one of their latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. Most of your stuff is longer, but I'll take this 49-minute one. I'll add this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as well, like I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Keto Mama Michelle, it's good to see you here. And ComNatural247 is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat as well, so thank you for coming in. And it's time for me to start getting the link for Nora, which is the Stock Explorer. And I'll pin this so that everybody can go over there whenever you would like. We'll keep this live stream going for another 15 minutes, and then we'll go over to the Stock Explorer and Raid together, and I'll join them on panel. We'll have a conversation. We're calling in an interview, so I don't know what the Stock Explorer has in mind to get it started, but they have offered that everybody can ask questions from the chat as well, likely to either of us, because they bring us a lot of stock and crypto talk, which I'm interested in myself as a matter of fact, but we'll see where the conversation goes today. Trish the Natural is coming up, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She brings us natural hair care. And when we look at her channel, you see incredibly professional presentation here. Now, she's had this consistent look through all of her thumbnails for a very long time. Bright, bold headshots that are going to make this creator very recognizable. And I think the way that that pays off in branding and recognition is the idea that when somebody has already watched a video from this creator, regardless of how they found it, and then is presented with a second video from this same creator at some point in the future, they're probably going to be inclined to click on it, because the other thing you'll notice is when I roll over her thumbnails, you can see that this is a dynamic host. She does just as a professional job in her videos as she does on her thumbnails and with the rest of her presentation. Now, she brings us natural hair care, and she expands into other areas as well, like wigs and weaves like you'd expect, and other beauty. She brings us products as well as tips and tricks. But natural hair care is where the bulk of the content goes. 610 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her towards the 700 that she's thinking about. Andre Southgate, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm just going to spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Like I said, we've got just under 15 minutes to go. Odom's Homestead is going to be the next channel that we look at. I just need a quick second and I'll be right back. I can see that they have updated their avatar here, and I think the banner as well, if I'm right. And they've passed their 1,000 subscribers, so it's great to see they've got a stream. Sorry I missed that yesterday. Fridays are a tough day for me to be on. I was on a little bit yesterday, but I have a really hard time being able to catch a lot of different things. I'm sorry that I missed that, but they did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which is a cool thing to have seen. I'm always happy to see generosity in creators in all different ways. Odom's Homestead obviously is coming to us from the homesteading community of channels. They bring us a lot of garden updates. That's what I found from them the most. I hope I can catch you on one of these live streams. I haven't caught one of these Get It Off Your Chest Thursday series, but hopefully I will soon. And then they bring us homesteading activities, both indoors, outdoors, as well as garden updates and other things we expect from a homesteading channel. And I always joke with them, but you might find them singing while they're doing it as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and I've dropped the link and pinned it for our interview that's coming up right after Tuber Chat in another just under 15 minutes with the Stock Explorer. So, of course, because it's a live stream, that chat is already running. Anybody can hop over there at any time. We're looking at Ruthie's This and That and Family. And this creator's got almost 1,100 subscribers on their channel as well. Video shorts and live streams. And they, we did look at this channel earlier because I took this haul video and I put it away. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here quickly, and then I'll add a few more names to our wheel from our chat list. It's Me Lori is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. And tomorrow we're back. Actually, we'll be starting around this time tomorrow. We usually start at 2 p.m. Eastern on Sundays when we're here, so usually Saturday and Sunday, and then we try for 2 other days of the week. This week I expect to be here Tuesday and Thursday, but I'll try to post those a couple of days in advance. It's Me Lori has over 1,600 subscribers. I thought we were connected already, but this must be the first time that I've got your channel on the screen. So I'm going to take your latest grocery haul video. I'm going to put that into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, today. I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here, like I was just saying, 4 days a week, but we move the days and times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I've got Have Cheetah Will View, Shanster Travels, and First Floor Audio on the wheel. I'm going to spin right now. Backlash Fisherman is still on there. They're a member. They were put on as soon as they came in. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Shanster Travels is coming up right now. We're looking at this channel for the very first time today for sure, and we'll see what they've got going on and what they're bringing for us. And I'm going to drop the link for that interview from the Stock Explorer again. We'll go over there and raid together when it's time, but anybody can hop over there early if you'd like. The chat's already running. There's a few people in there already I've seen. Shanster Travels is brand new with 239 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about and give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. So they're doing some solo traveling, bringing video clips and selfies from a professional, which is going to be fun to see. And I'm just going to set my notification for your premiere, by the way, that's coming up tonight. And I'm going to take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 10-minute one and I'll put that in my watch later list. And again, for new channels that I connect with here, what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Have Cheetah Will View is up on the screen right now. Patrick behind this channel has been a longtime friend, and I recently did an interview on his channel just about a month ago. If you go through the live streams, he posts like every single day. He's got all kinds of producers and singers and actors and YouTubers and everything else on his channel. But if you go down to just, I guess it was only 2 weeks ago? I guess it was. That makes sense. It was basically the last thing we did. You know what's funny too is that I blamed my voice on him. I actually sent him a message. I said, hey, we did a number on my voice that day because I did the interview, and actually it was really interesting because it got pretty passionate. It was a pretty heated conversation, actually. Still friendly, but we had a difference of opinion in there, and you might find it interesting to see how we were talking about a lot of the aspects of YouTube there. But you can search that out on his channel. But I came down with something literally the next day, and so I was off for 2 weeks. So it wasn't Have Cheetah Will View's fault, although we wondered in the beginning. But Have Cheetah Will View is definitely a movie buff, to say the least. I think horror more than anything else, but he's constantly bringing movie reviews and a lot of people from the film industry as well as other interesting personalities into his interview series. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He's halfway on the road to 1,000 right now, so I'm hoping we can get him a little bit closer today. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Backlash Fisherman is going to come up. Like I said, he's been a member for a long, long time. His wife, Coastal Water, is also another influential creator here in the Tuber Chat family. When we look at Backlash Fisherman, we see this creator and his wife both with separate channels. But I put a lot of focus on that because I think it's a wonderful thing to have creators that are supporting each other in the way that these two creators do. So you'll find them on each other's channels, but as well, they are out supporting others all the time. They both do similar content in that Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water will both do ride-along live streams where they take us on their travels or their daily adventures. Backlash Fisherman is a first responder, so they take us on some of their adventures in that way, but it's fishing first on this channel. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and getting close to 1,400 subscribers now. Shorts, videos, and a lot of those live streams like I was talking about here. I'm just going to send my set up my notification for tomorrow's live stream. That'll be a few hours after Tuber Chat tomorrow. I'm going to take a video and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well. So I'll get to the next channel and we'll see what's happening with First Floor Audio. And they come to us from the UK as well. This is another talented music producer, and what they do on their channel is give us an opportunity to interact and influence them while they produce their music. Most of what they put out is available on the channel to listen to in a series of live streams called Radio 1FA. I missed the last one here, but I've set my notification for the next one, and then you can actually see all the different live streams that they put out. They've been doing a lot more lately. I guess you're going at least twice a week, if not 3 times. And this is Lee. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're here with us in Tuber Chat just about every single day as well. So obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, and with 700 subscribers right around the corner, I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer to that milestone today. And I'm just going to look for another channel that I can put onto the wheel right now. Let me see who's still in here, because I got to eventually start doing this more manually after a while. Keto Mama Michelle will come up on the wheel. And we'll spin and see what they've got going on for today. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to each other. Pardon me, other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that they're willing to swap playlists, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. We're going to go over and raid Stock Explorer for their live stream in another moment here. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give them a thumbs up on the way in. They will appreciate it greatly, and so will I. And then if anybody has the ability to share that stream out when you get over there, we'll appreciate that as well. Keto Mama Michelle is a longtime friend, as is Mr. Bones. Thank you for coming in. Mr. Bones is a well-known moderator from Have Cheeto a View and a big community of movie buffs and horror freaks. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him as well. Keto Mama Michelle's been with us a long time and is approaching now 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther in that direction. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos. Most of these are quite short, but I'm going to grab one of the latest ones here, put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up just the smallest amount. And then we'll be looking forward to hopefully live streams from this channel at some point in the future as well. Healthy living, healthy eating from Keto Mama Michelle more than anything else. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment from everybody here. I know we can't get to every channel every single day anymore, but I try to get through as many channels as we can in a 2.5-hour period. We're back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for another 2.5 hours, and we'll get another many channels on the screen. Right now, I'm going to head over to the Stock Explorers channel. I'll be up on screen with them in a few minutes for what we're calling an interview, which will probably turn into a friendly conversation, but they'll be willing to take questions from the chat as well, so you can interact with both of us while we're there. We'll both appreciate it, and you'll have the opportunity to meet more friends and family members for another hour or two while I join them. So I'm going to drop that link one more time, and thank you everybody again for today. We'll see you over with the Stock Explorer in a few minutes. Bye-bye, everyone.